also chase wealthy people out of this country, as we've seen has happened with other wealth taxes. You just said how much we need the economy to be revitalized right now, for companies to start adding jobs and not subtracting them anymore.
I'm sorry, there is no evidence that anyone is going to leave this country because of a 2-cent wealth tax. Can we just keep in mind right now in America who's paying taxes? You know, the bottom 99% last year paid about 7.5% of their total wealth in taxes. That's what it pays. The top 0.1%, you know how much they paid? They paid about 3.2%. If they added a 2-cent wealth tax, they'd still be paying less than most of the people in this entire nation. Look, someone has to pay to keep this nation going. And right now, what the top 0.1%, the wealthiest people in this country have said is, let's let everyone else pay for it. Because what they want to do is not only keep their wealth, they want to keep building their wealth faster than anyone else. All I'm saying is, could we have just a little fairness here? Could 2-cent wealth tax so that we can have universal child care?
I'm just presenting the...
Every baby has...
No, I'm just presenting the counter argument.
Well, how about a counter argument, though?
You know you'll hear that.
On fact, the wealthiest in this country are paying less in taxes than everyone else. Asking them to step up and pay a little more, and you're telling me that they would forfeit their American citizenship if they had to do that? And I'm just calling your bluff on that. I'm saying that's not going to happen.
What can I say? You gotta love Elizabeth Warren. This woman is on a crusade to address income and wealth inequality in this country, and thank God. While many people across the political spectrum agree that economic inequality is an issue, with progressives certainly prioritizing it more, very few actually understand just how severe of a situation it has become in recent decades, particularly since a series of measures that began in the 1980s to shore up corporate power and concentrate wealth in the hands of a few. And those efforts have been insanely effective, with the top 1% of the population holding 15 times more wealth than the bottom 50% combined. And that's according to Forbes. This is why Elizabeth Warren's 2% wealth tax is so seriously needed to adequately address the extreme levels of inequality in this country and to fund the ambitious programs required to confront the many challenges of our time. Increasing taxes on the income of high earners simply isn't enough. We must also raise revenue by taxing actual wealth, especially inherited wealth passed along from generation to generation. In our modern-day stratified class system, the super rich often have their wealth invested in assets and held in trusts in ways which make it difficult to tax, at least to tax anywhere near at the same rate as good old-fashioned income. A wealth tax is an effective way around that, by taxing the underlying assets of the mega wealthy. Now, it's important to note, Elizabeth Warren's 2% wealth tax only kicks in if you have a net worth of more than $50 million, with billionaires paying a 6% wealth tax on everything after their first billion. Not exactly an outrageous amount when many middle-class families pay 30% or more of their income in taxes. So good on her for pushing forcefully back against the CNBC anchor that tried to make a half-baked counter-argument against her plan. We need more frank discussions about this because the arguments against raising taxes on the wealthy are usually disingenuous and not popular among the majority of the population. You know, those of us that aren't billionaires. I mean, give me a break. Rich people are going to leave the country for where? Europe, where rich people pay even more in taxes? We need more elected leaders like Elizabeth Warren out there forcefully making the case that inequality in this country is a national crisis and that it requires decisive and immediate action.